With the help of my friends, I was getting close to my prey.
Deep into that darkness, peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing.
The mayor's office is near the entrance of the city. The platform that should take you up.
We were unable to get into Kellogg's house. He had it locked tight. Nick wanted to keep working on it, but it was not looking good. Nick believed there must be another key somewhere, and maybe the mayor's office would have it. Maybe I could reason with them and gain entry that way. Piper was not on good terms with the mayor or his staff. Her presence would only make things worse. I would have to do this on my own. As I headed up in the lift, I could see all of Diamond City. This would have been called a slum in the old world. Now it's hope of what people can do when they're pushed towards the abyss. A storm was coming in, a rumble of thunder in the distance. Okay, here goes nothing.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in West Stand.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property and locked it up. If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could ask the mayor to hear you out. No guarantees.
Come on. Can't you help me yourself?
And if I could, why should I?
Please. All I want to do is find my son. The man who owned that house kidnapped him.
I've heard the sob stories before, so save them.
Maybe we can reach an agreement? I just happen to have a pile of caps here.
A gift? For me? Oh, how generous. Oh, there I go again, leaving a key out on my desk and forgetting to put it back.
There is always an upside to a corrupt society. A little bit of money and you can get whatever you want. In this society, the rich will always win. We needed to get into Kellogg's house and fast and out of this storm. It looked like it would be a bad one.
Heard you rescued Valentine. Good work. Most sense scared the hell out of me, Nicky. He ain't like those Institute psychos.
Nick seemed liked by most in Diamond City. Normally that would worry me. But all that really means is there's a lot of people here who once upon a time needed his help. And Nick is not the kind of person to say no to anyone. Let's hope this was the key and I hadn't just been scammed.
Got the key? All right, head in. You do the honors. Kellogg must have left
Watch
something.
yourself around him, okay?
We entered the small house. It had been empty for some time.
Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big.
Nick was right, this did not make sense. This did not look like the place a well-paid mercenary would live. But there were signs that someone like that had lived here.
Nothing here. Did you check out that desk?
I had not, but I was unsure exactly what I was looking for.
I'm listening.
The storm was getting worse outside.
I'm telling you, something's not right.
And there it was, a button, well hidden.
That's one way to hide a room.
The wall slid away, and we all entered the room the other side. This was more like it, more like what I was expecting.
Well, look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
The shelves were full of supplies. I would have them. Once I found Kellogg, he would no longer have use of them.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. You have to face Kellogg on your own. Just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. Can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
I needed Nick with me, and I wanted Piper to heal.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
All right. Let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high.
The sky was bright. So bright, the road was not familiar to me. Where was I? I woke with the cold sweat dripping from my face. What a nightmare. And both Nick and Dogmeat were there. I hope it was only a dream. The storm had ended and it was time to leave. Dogmeat was never too far from my side. You tell your faithful companion to stay, and all he
Dogmeat,
does is follow you from a
take the scent,
distance.
boy. Take me to him, boy. Take me to Sean.
He picked up the scent and we headed on out. I had a new fire inside me. For the first time in a while, I thought I would be able to find my man. We were going to leave Diamond City. I felt a little sad to leave this place behind. Hell, was I already getting attached to this place? The three of us headed towards the edge of the city. We could hear people in the distance, but Nick had warned me not to stop. Gangs had ambushes set up everywhere. The buildings disappeared and were replaced with a forest. Hell, this was the place of my dreams. Nick, Dogmeat, me, we were all here, and so was the Deathclaw. How could I dream about this place? Was it a vision? I really hoped not.
San Francisco Sunlights.
I'm telling you, that nose
Kellogg's
is
preferred
second to
brand.
none.
What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
Kellogg had been here, and we were now on his trail. Kellogg had made it to the train tracks outside Boston, and he followed them for quite some time. We would find him, especially as he was now leaving a trail for us. Dogmeat found something further up the tracks. I did not like this. Something was wrong. An uneasy feeling came over me. We were not alone. They jumped out from the ground and surrounded us. And the three of us set about killing these mole rats. These things were hard to fight off when they hunt in packs. But they were all soon dealt with. And we were once again left to follow the trail. We came across a bridge, but Dogmeat wanted to head to the road below. Maybe this was where Kellogg was hiding. We headed down and I readied for a fight. But the fight had already happened, and some time ago. There were some bodies on the floor and a destroyed turret. It looks like Kellogg had taken a disliking to these people.
Looks like another one of Kellogg's pit stops. Keep your eyes open.
Or maybe they just got in his way.
Bloody bandages. Dog meat
pick
can
up
track
the scent
this.
again?
Kellogg's still out there. We've got to track him, boy.
What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
He was leaving a trail for us. And with all this blood, he must be in a bad way. No one can lose this much blood and live for long. Maybe someone had already killed him for me. This would be good news as long as Sean was still safe. As long as Sean was with him. We got back to the train tracks and continued to follow Dogmeat, right into a pack of dogs. The three of us once again fought for our lives. Ammo for my rifle was getting low. My trusty pistol was a good backup. The dogs were dead and I was getting low on meat. I cut some from the corpses and then we continued on with our journey. I did hope Kellogg was alive. I wanted him to know that I found him. There was no fear of that. Monsters like him were survivors. Out of the mist came a roar. What the hell was that? A giant beast was before us. I opened fire, but the bullets were doing little against his thick skin. I got hit by the full force of his charge. Okay, time for something bigger.
Break a sweat.
Not that it's an
This thing took one hell of a beating, and so did I. I needed to dress my wounds to stop the bleeding, and take a Stimpack to deal with the injuries. I did not want to deal with one of them anytime soon. The medicine left me thirsty. Water for the time being would not be a problem, but it soon would be. The train tracks just kept going, and so must we. We came across a station house. It had been abandoned for some time. Something was following us, and it was big, low to the floor like it was crawling. I needed to get high up and get the advantage. It was a bloody giant scorpion. There was no way I was letting that thing get close to me. It disappeared into the ground. Where the bloody hell was that thing? Nick had found it, and from the safety of the stairs I fired down upon it. This was doing little damage. Again, I would need something bigger. I hit it in the head, and the creature went down. This was an abomination. How could things like that even exist? Once again, Dogmeat found the trail and we headed into a building and down to the road below.
Right, Dogmeat's found something. You know the drill.
Would this be another battle site or something else? The tin cans were placed there to warn when intruders were about. We were the intruders, so I carefully moved past them. The fire had been out for some time.
decoy, huh? Clever.
Kellogg had been this way. We had to cross the river, and this was the closest bridge for miles. I did not like it. The bridge was narrow and full of debris. We could get caught in a bottleneck if we were attacked. We got to the narrowest part of the bridge, and my fears were reality. Zombies crawled out of the wreckage as if they were waiting for us. I wasted my first few shots and then fell back to safety before shooting again. Nick had little to fear from these. A bite would not put him down. With Dogmeat dragging the zombies down, me and Nick finished them from a distance.
Sorry, folks, you won't be chewing on us.
But there was still more of them. My accuracy had been poor today, but luckily I had my friends with me. And we were able to finish them off. Thank God for friends. We were heading into a small town, and the road was blocked with a caravan. I instantly regretted taking a look as the dead started to rush me. More patience and keep calm. That would help me improve my accuracy. And waiting for the right shot. Dogmeat had the last of them in his grasp, and he was soon put down.
Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately.
Hell of a party happened here.
Another scene of a fight was up ahead, but this was very different from the last.
Alert. Critical signs.
There was a survivor.
Toss anything you can't haul my way.
Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution.
It looked like Kellogg had attacked a trader.
Alert. Critical signs. Alert.
What have we here?
Critical signs. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
There was a reason it could not feel its legs.
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further.
And like he was leaving a calling card, he left one of his cigars by the ruined robot. Bloody bloat flies. These things were more annoying than dangerous, but like anything in this world, you should never underestimate them.
Anyone you walk away from.
With teamwork, we killed all three. The trail was taking us up into the hills and towards a small town. It was getting late and the fog would soon be a problem. But Dogmeat had found something else.
Getting close. I can feel it. Look around.
Another bloody rag. Kellogg must be in a bad way.
What do you think, boy? Was this our man?
We could not be too far away from either Kellogg or his corpse. Dogmeat ran into a building. He was getting excited. Maybe this was the place.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy?
I knew Dogmeat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
Dogmeat had done himself proud, and for his help today I'd always have a place for him in my heart. But there was no way in here, so we would need to find another way in. We would need to find a back door. Thank you all for listening to my tale from after the fallout, and how I survived the horrors this world brings. Please like if you did and subscribe to never miss a video. Please comment below or on Facebook or Twitter, with all the links in the description. I'm Sean, Insane in the Game, and this was Fallout 4, and I'll see you all in the safe zone.